Good morning. So today what we're going to do is focus on movement that will help reduce pain and keep your disc moving to manifest the healing process faster. As we learned, hopefully you've already heard me say stretching is not ideal for a healing back injury, but movement is critical. So we learned about the wobble chair and how moving the discs, our low back and our mid back, will pump the discs. And by pumping the disc, it pushes out inflammation. It pulls in a lot of building blocks for healing and hydration. The disc will actually become more pliable and healthy and heal faster. So not everybody has a wobble chair at home. One thing that you can do, though, is you can do a very inexpensive version of this with these vestibular discs. And you can put this on like a coffee table at home as long as it's on the right height and you can work on your wobbling. You don't have to do that, though. One of the things that you can do is you can start by getting your wobbles right when you get out of bed. So we're going to do that as you lie on your back. We're going to just start to focus on tilting our hips side to side while pulling our tummy in. And that side to side movement gently loosens up the disc, which will naturally gel out and loosen up the muscles, getting you ready to get out of bed. You can do side to side and, of course, forward and backward like so. Isolating your core, not using your glutes. You know you're using your glutes, you kind of push your butt up into the air trying to flatten your back, but that's incorrect. You want the movement to solely come from your core and moving it. Once you safely get out of bed, then what you're going to do is you're going to get on your hands and feet, your hands and knees, and make sure you watch yourself in the mirror. You're in a good position. Your hands are right below your shoulders. Your knees are right below your hips. And now you're going to do the exact same thing, pulling your tummy in first. You're just going to wiggle your hips side to side, loosening up, gelling up those discs, which are very safe and very effective at getting that healthy movement that is good medicine for those discs. Then what you're going to do is start to go forward and backwards. And this is a very classic movement series that we do here. It's been around for a long time. It's very safe and very effective. We just want to make sure when we go down that we hold our tummy in, protecting the joints, not putting too much strain on them. And as you do this more and more, your muscles will gently soften and loosen up. To incorporate more of the full spine, as I bring my arch my back up, I'm going to bring my neck down. And now I'm going to get a glide going in my spinal cord, which will really hydrolyze and loosen up the entire spine. And it looks something like that. Now, once I've done the wiggles in my bed, and I've also done the little cat-cow movements on my hands and knees, we want to work on bracing our back through good posture. And the way that we're going to do that is a wall standing exercise. And that looks something like this. We're going to get our backs up against the wall. We're going to put our feet 1 foot distance away from the wall, just like I did there. And then we're going to put our feet hip width apart. And we're going to bend our knees. And even if you have knee problems, this is still actually very gentle, just slightly, so that it brings it to about the laces of our feet. And we're going to bring our head against the wall. And from here, you want to really focus on your low back touching the wall by pulling our tummy in like so. And that's a bracing that's being created. You can actually see my back is arched right here, but I'm going to pull it in and it flattens against the wall, and then I pull my head against. And right now I have a perfect, efficient posture that I can work on bracing my spine, decompressing the disc, and also translate that to a seated position while I'm at work. I'm sitting up straight, I'm pulling my tummy in, flatten my back, having my back perfectly erect and upright, making it as efficient as possible, minimizing the stress and maximizing the speed.
This is your
recovery.
low back floor series.
Enjoy.
So the first thing we want to do is get a feel for our low back muscles versus our big glutes and hamstrings. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring our arms down, because I don't want you to use your arms on this one. For the very first one, what we just simply want to do is engage the lowest part of our back while completely relaxing our leg muscles, our glutes and hamstrings. So I'm just lifting, I'm using 0 legs. I can feel my legs are super soft, and I can't lift it that far. It's difficult. but I'm engaging muscles here that probably for a lot of you have never been engaged before or haven't in a long time. So we're going to hold this, and it's a postural muscle, so you got to do it for a minimum of 10 seconds, but a total of 30 seconds. And then we're going to relax. The next phase, what we want to do is we want to squeeze our butt muscles and our hamstrings together, but we want to pull our arms back too. So everything comes together for 30 seconds or, a minimum 10 seconds, 3 repetitions, and relax. Okay. Now the next one, I want to drive for a little bit more. I'm going to get my shoulders involved just a tad here. So what I'm going to do is get you another 30 seconds, but I'm going to pull my hand, not push, but pull my hands this way, lengthening my low back as I bring it up a little higher. You can squeeze your butt and your legs on this one. So I'm pulling. 30 seconds there. And then the last one, so 2 minutes total. Okay, remember, we have just the relaxed back. We have the extension with the legs. We have the pulling. And the last one is just going to be a full legs, arms, everything. We're going to go for a flight here. And we're just going to squeeze our arms back, lift our legs up, and pull up for another 30 seconds. So you want to do that 10 seconds, 3 reps, or the full 30 seconds, whatever feels right for you. And it's okay to take a 30-second break in between each one. This is your floor series for your low back to help reposition and reinforce your low back adjustment. At this point, we've been working on decompressing the disc. Now that we've created space for the disc, we actually want to reposition the disc so we use gravity to actually drop in these extension positions to literally suck the disc back into place. So on this one, what we want to do is very important that you've loosened up. Anything that we've already worked on loosening up the spine, you should always do that first. And another thing is you can do these in bed, but it's most ideal on a firm surface like the floor. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off, again, after we've loosened up, I still want you to lie on your tummy and just relax here. And you can do this for 2 to 3 minutes, but it's really important that you just let that low back relax, like gravity already work its course on those discs. The second phase that we're going to do is we're going to prop ourselves on our elbow here. Now it's very important that you relax your glutes and your hamstrings. So try to relax all these muscles. Again, we're propping it into position. This is for 2 to 3 minutes right here. Now, once you've done that, then go back down and again, relax for a couple minutes. So really take your time on this. It's really important that you don't run hard into this because it's not about strengthening the spine. It's about repositioning the spine, and that does not happen immediately. So you got to really take your time with this. Now, the next phase is the most important phase. We've done everything to lead up to this. We've done this for about 6 minutes now. We laid down for 2 to 3 minutes. We propped ourselves up for 2 to 3 minutes. And then we've rested, and now we're ready to get in a push-up position. We're going to do a half push-up. We're only pushing up from our waist above, so our entire torso. And you're going to look up to the ceiling and completely relax your back. And we're going to do this for 1 to 2 seconds and then relax. Now don't jerk yourself around, but get in and out. So 1 to 2 seconds max. And we're going to do that for 10 repetitions, each time trying to go a little further. So I did 2, and now I'm like, okay, I'm going to go a little further. 3. 4. And you just keep working. Now, after you're done, go back into your tilts. So remember the things that we did in the very beginning, where we're just wiggling our hips side to side, forward and backwards. We want that disc to get comfortable with that new position and really gel out and acclimate. So this is a really important disc reposition exercise. It's going to work great for you. Just if you're having any issues of pain going from the local spot away towards, say, the hip or down the leg, then stop immediately and just report back, and we'll